I didn't lose you. I just stopped chasing. And there's a difference, because had I kept chasing, kept reaching out, kept softening myself, shrinking just to fit in the spaces you gave me, we'd probably still be in each other's lives. We'd probably still be together. But then I'd be empty. Chasing you meant abandoning me. It meant tolerating silence, reading in between the lines, making excuses for your inconsistency because I didn't want to believe the truth. You were never going to choose me completely. And that hurts. You breadcrumbing me just enough to keep me close, but never close enough to make me safe. Those were patterns. And I kept accepting that behavior. And if I'm going to be honest with myself, I was enabling it. And I called it love, but really, it was just survival. Me trying to hold on to someone who never felt ready. You trying to keep someone around without ever having to be accountable. Do you see the connection? But I get it now. You were avoidant, maybe even scared. Maybe you've got wounds that made closeness feel like pressure. And to be honest, I held space for that. I gave you grace. I gave you love you didn't even know how to receive. But grace without growth just becomes self-sacrifice. Oh my goodness. And I bled for someone who wouldn't even admit they were holding the knife. Let's talk about scripture. Isaiah 43 verse 18 and 19 says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." It talks about forgetting the past, forgetting yesterday. And finally realizing that God isn't punishing you for the circumstances that you've gone through. And I'm speaking to myself when I say that, right? He's trying to free you. He was trying to free me. But had I kept running after what he asked me to release, I'd be in more pain than I already am experiencing, because I was already doing that. I was chasing after her, trying to heal her, trying to please her, trying to love her. And the entire time, God was trying to let me know, dude, let it go. Let her go. Release it. Let God, and don't try to play God and be God. So no, I didn't lose you. I just stopped fighting for someone who was okay with watching me drown while they called it love. Oh. Wow. And that's not bitterness. That's just acceptance of the truth. Because healing is hard. Healing from this in particular is hard. Because you start asking yourself, why did I stay in a love or in a predicament for so long? In this environment where it was suffering, it was painful, but I was the only one trying to make it work. But then I realized at the end of the day, I really was trying to fight a war for somebody that wasn't even willing to fight it themselves. And I ended up being the one getting hurt by it. I ended up being the one being the collateral damage in someone else's war that they failed to even acknowledge was going on. And if you're going through this type of pain or experience, you relate to anything that I've shared in my content or videos, join our healing community, because healing sucks. It's painful, but you don't have to do it alone. Link is in the description. And yeah, get poured into and pour into others. Love should never feel like a chase. That's one thing I learned in this season. And if they wanted to stay, then they would have stayed. And if they came back, it shouldn't be because you begged. It should be because they grew. And if this hit home, tell me, what are you done chasing? What are you ready to release and let go and let God? Maybe you didn't lose them either. Maybe you just finally chose yourself like I did. because I experienced the breadcrumbing and I chose not to entertain it and try to require more from them. But then I heard nothing but crickets. And that told me the truth after all. If I stopped showing up, then the relationship would stop existing. And that's exactly what happened. I stopped showing up and the relationship no longer existed. That's what it's like to love an avoidant that chooses not to heal or be self-aware. So let me know in the comments, because if you don't choose yourself, you'll experience nothing but pain and suffering, and you'll be holding yourself back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being along this journey with me. You're not alone, and I appreciate you. Peace from these.